2021 Prius Prime. So on this Prius Prime, you got electric compressor like normal, but it has a heat pump. Now, for all you guys who are not too familiar, and this goes for all cars, train your hands to know what the temperature of different lines are, and even the case of your compressor. You should get into a habit of literally, if it's safe and there's no fans that are going to hit you or no belts or anything like that. Of course, I can't tell you to put your hands around moving belts, pulleys, and fans. But when you get down there, after the car has stabilized its temperature and everything, see, I'm putting the backs of my fingers or the fronts of your fingers, and feel the case on every car that you work on, and train yourself to learn different cars, year, make, and model compressors. Feel the sides of the case, feel the end of the case, feel the discharge line, and after a while you'll develop a sense on certain compressors that you say, hey, this one's always nice and cool and chill in this position. Over here by the discharge, down low on the case, it's hot over here, and it's always like that. And then on another model, it'll be like this. So that one time when you were working on a car and it's having a problem, and you put your hand on that case, and you've done it 100 times before on the exact same compressor, and you feel a compressor has a little vibration to it, a little, a noise you might not hear with your ears, but you can feel something different with your fingers, and you feel the case is burning hot, but yet it might be blowing cold out the dash. Well, that's telling you there's a problem. So you literally have to train yourself on every vehicle you do. What is the temperature of all the different lines and everything like that, so you could get a sense and teach yourself, because just looking at numbers by themselves, especially pressures, don't tell you anything. I mean, look at here. In this instance right here, look at our superheat. We're down 2.4 superheat, and our subcooling is negative 2.7. But on this vehicle, that is normal. But remember, this has the big accumulator right here with all the valving in it, because this is the Prius Prime heat pump. What else I don't, unfortunately, this one has the cover. I wanted to go underneath, and I wanted to hook up the temperature clamps to the lines that go to the compressor underneath, so I can show you different temperatures of lines underneath that going out. And what I need is a really cold morning, like a nice 40-degree morning, so I could throw it into heat pump mode, starting up a vehicle and throw it right into heat to show you how the lines switch temperatures on here. But that's it for now. I'm just going over this because it's a Prius Prime and it's different. And just telling you to train your hands on different compressors, touch the cases, touch the end caps, learn what they feel like, learn what the sounds are like, because different ones have different sounds. And you're basically just training your senses so you don't have to rely on pressures or even a temperature. Like here I have the temperature probes. So you literally train every time you see a temperature, put your hand on it. Feel what that feels like. If you have another line and you move this over and it's like 3 degrees colder, put your temperature probe on it, get the reading, put your fingers on there, and if it says it's like 3 degrees colder, or that one's getting colder right now, it's like 3 degrees colder, put your fingers on the line that is 3 degrees colder than the other line, and see if you can feel the difference. Some people at first cannot feel the difference. You can literally train yourself to feel the difference within less than a half a degree difference, and that is just a training, that is a feeling. What is the word I'm looking for? I'm lost on a word. That is a sense that you can develop to a higher level, just like a blind person can touch money, paper money, and they know what the denomination of the money by touching it and being blind. A machinist, when putting together the engine, just by the feel of bearings, and when he mocks them up and he looks at something, he can tell you within a few 10,000ths of an inch of what the clearance or the thickness of something, because he's been doing it for decades. And he's measured 10,000 times the same thing, and he's literally either trained his fingers, his fingernail, or his eyes to look at something or feel something and know the clearance. The exact same goes for air conditioning. You're developing your sense of touch, develop your sense of hearing to components that are moving, to tell the difference what's normal and what's not normal. And so when you don't have gauges and you're just doing a preliminary round, you know when something is kind of like okay within a ballpark, instead of just guessing and go, oh, that's cold. No, you don't want to know that's cold. You want to know how cold it is and be able to be within a degree or two. So work on a little senses there. It takes a little time. It's something my dad started teaching me at the age of 12. And every time he would test me, he would break out the clamp-on probe, and he would take it and he would make me do it again and again on different things until I got it right. And after a while, you too will get the same sense. Be able to just touch something, know the temperature, be able to walk into the room, know the temperature, and even know the humidity. Just like you're a walking thermometer and hydrometer. All right, guys, I'll see ya.